A few months back, Jet released their Eternity, which is a fantastic multi-purpose delay, jam-packed with 6 different algorithms and 6 different onboard presets. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm here to talk about the new and the improved Revelation. And in this case, it features 3 new reverb presets and 3 improved presets from their old modulated shimmer and anti-shimmer settings. This pedal can now house 3 additional presets for a total of 6 or 127 via MIDI. And it now also features a pre-delay toggle, which will allow you to go between 0, 50 milliseconds, and 100 milliseconds of pre-delay. This pedal also features a kill dry mode and many more features, which we will talk about here shortly. And although this pedal won't be available to you right away, once it is available, be sure to use the link down in the description and you'll get 10% off your order and you'll help support the channel. Please subscribe. Let's go ahead, let's dive into all the specs and the details. At the start of this video, this pedal is jam-packed with a lot of new features, but we'll start and we'll just keep it simple and talk about the exterior of the pedal. In this case, we have the same mix and decay knob like we did on the previous Revelation, and these are going to be globally controlled and do not adjust or change what they do based off the different algorithm that you are in. However, the mix is going to control the volume of your reverb, and the decay is going to control your trail time of your reverb. And then 2 new things with this pedal are going to be the pre-delay toggle and then the filter knob. In this case, the pre-delay toggle is going to control how many milliseconds go by before the reverb kicks in. And then the filter knob is going to lighten or darken your reverb. If you go counterclockwise with this, it's going to brighten or open up that reverb sound. And if you go clockwise, it's going to darken that reverb. And then we have the control 1 knob, which is going to change what it does based off the different algorithm that we are in. And this Revelation now features 6 different reverb algorithms, and 3 of which that are entirely new, and each are going to correspond to their respective color. The spring reverb is going to be a light blue, the room is going to be a green, the plate is a yellow, and then we have the same colors like we did on the older version of the Revelation. However, these are going to be new improved algorithms, where the modulated is going to be a burnt orange, the shimmer is going to be kind of a pink, and then the anti-shimmer is going to be more of a violet. Of course, you can go in and control each of these algorithms using the live mode, or you also have a preset foot switch that will allow you to go into the preset mode and save 6 individual presets on this pedal. Or if you use MIDI, you can unlock a full 127 different presets. One of my personal favorite settings with this new series, both for the Eternity and the Revelation, is now you can access the global settings and you can go in and you can determine how many presets load upon startup, or which specific algorithm starts upon startup. So for instance, if you want it to always load on the modulation reverb, you can control that in global settings. Or if you have a certain preset that you always want to load immediately upon startup, you can control that. And even more, if you think 6 presets is too many, you do have the ability to go in and actually narrow that down to 3. So for me personally, I'll probably only ever use 3 or 4 different presets. And instead of having to scroll through all 6 to get back to 1, I can eliminate that and only have 4 presets for my specific Revelation. Super freaking cool. in this next section, I want to talk about some of the things that I thought were super cool about this pedal. And although I may not do it entirely justice, I think Junior is a genius when it comes to all of the intricacies and all of the jam-packed features in his specific products. To start with the new Revelation, it now features a kill dry mode, which will actually allow you to entirely bypass your dry signal and only push a wet signal through the pedal if you go into global settings. This pedal also features full analog stereo drive-through, and it can still be used in mono. And then one of my personal favorite features, which is still true of the old Revelation, is the infinite decay option if you hold down the bypass button. In this case, what will happen is it will maintain your current decay settings and then slowly ramp up into 100% decay as you hold down that bypass switch. And then once you let go, it will slowly decay back to the original setting. I use this all the time and super washed out in ambient sections of songs, so I'm glad this feature was kept. Lastly, with this new iteration of the Revelation, if you ever felt like the old version did not give you full MIDI customization and controllability of all of the features and everything you could possibly want, now every feature on the new Revelation can be controlled through MIDI. So if you want to access that kill dry mode, you can. If you want to control the pre-delay option, you can. If you want to adjust your decay or your mix through MIDI, you can. Now I do plan to make another video that goes more in depth about the differences between the old version of the Revelation and the new version. However, right off the bat and at the highest level, some of the differences are going to start with the pre-delay option being added to the new version, and then some adjustments on the individual algorithms for the original three. The modulation, the shimmer, and the anti-shimmer will now have adjusted gain settings depending on how much decay is in your reverb. If you want to see that video, be sure to comment down below and subscribe. That way you can stay tuned once it gets published. And let's go ahead and just quickly hear an A/B of these two side by side. Now, I think the Revelation is already really established in the praise and worship world, and all of these adjustments only make it better and more usable for the average player. In this case, introducing 3 additional presets and 3 additional algorithms makes this a much more versatile pedal in my opinion. The original Revelation, it was fantastic and did the really ambient sound, but it was typically limited to that setting where it gave you those huge reverbs. But now adding the spring, the plate, and the hall reverb unlock this pedal to be much more usable in multiple scenarios outside of just praise and worship. For me personally, this also frees me up to have 4 different presets on this pedal, some of which are going to be lower in overall reverb and then more ambient ones as well. And since I've been using the Eternity on my recent board build, having these new adjustments to the Revelation is really welcomed. And in this case, now having 6 algorithms and 6 presets makes these two very similar in terms of their feature set. And of course, since I am a Jet affiliate, if you do decide to buy these pedals, please use that coupon code down below. It does help support the channel, and it also gives you 10% off your order. Speaking about other Jet products, check out my video on the Eternity right here.